Hello everyone, this is Azanar. Welcome you back to another episode of Knights of Honor, the Great Horde. Starting off in this episode immediately here, we're marching into another province of the Kumans, Voronezh. We're going to raid out these holy places for money and then take the province from them. However, right now we can take another point of kingdom power. And very soon here you can see that we're going to be able to very quickly be able to... Man, I said be able a number of times there. We're going to very soon be able to take our last point. Now, doing so is a good idea. It'll, at least for time, allow us to maximize the amount of money we're making. Ryazan very quickly here, as we heard from them, is going to be declaring war on us. They want to rebel. Our vassal is unhappy. However, we're actually getting a bit of a solid here. Muscovy is about to be destroyed. When Muscovy is gone, we don't have to worry about that vassal rebelling against us and taking kingdom power. As well, Kazan here has been pretty, they've been pretty complacent. Being only one province, it's not necessarily surprising. Ryazan, however, thinks he's tough crap, and he's going to try to do something at some point. However, I'm hoping we still have a little bit of time here. Now, the Cumans, I could leave them Muscovy. I don't really need to get them to, give it to me. Okay, there goes Muscovy themselves. I could, perhaps, give the province to Kazan, and that way, they may not rebel against me for a while. I think that's actually a good idea. I think I'll see if the Cumans will give me Muscovy in a peace deal, and if they do, I'll give it to Kazan. Or, I could... Nah, I'm not going to worry about it right now. There we go. Both of those raids are done, so we're going to coordinate our attack on Voronezh. I'm going to wait till Burka's a little closer before we send in Sartak. It's not necessary for us to hurt ourselves if we don't have to here. Okay. That is close enough. Yeah, they get a good amount of town watch here, but again, the Cumans' armies have been very just not around, and there's no reason for it. Well, they seem to be facing rebellion up in... Oh, they're dealing with rebels up in Muscovy, and they seem to be having a really hard problem. Oh, that's what it is. Foul Trebizond. No. No, stop offering me your territory to fight people. I'll fight people when I have to fight people. Now, rebels. There were no rebels in Chernigov. There are rebels here, however. Okay, we're going to take strategists with you. Going to take strategists with you as well. And we're going to send both armies after these rebels here. Now, in taking this province, we've won our first trade good, hides. That's very good. We're going to want to accumulate trade goods. Accumulating trade goods, as far as I know, increases the amount of trade you get. That is something that can only be beneficial for us right now. Now that we've taken Voronezh, I want to see what we can get from the Cumans here. We want to demand tribute. We can demand a royal wedding. I think that's useful.
Sire, we have won a battle.
Actually, I think that's the most useful thing. Oh. Oh, they're really unhappy. They're gonna need a little more convincing. Oh, that's fine.
Let's march back to the castle. Off I go.
I think for this war to really go through, for us to get the kind of peace I want, we're going to have to,
and his most noble family.
we're going to have to give them a reason. I think it's going to take us defeating their armies in the field. When we're done here, I'm going to move our troops up towards Muscovy here. I want to see... Huh. Well, I could move one of these guys to the border right now, but no. I would wish I knew where their armies were. If we could defeat one of their armies in the field, then they'd be that much more eager to get out of war with us. Now, in taking these two provinces, you can see the increase in kingdom power has actually been fairly dramatic. But that doesn't bug me too much. Well, Chernigov was building a tool smithy. That's a good use of their time. And actually, looking in this province and seeing this town watch, that does bring something to mind that I will do once we take this next point of kingdom power. I am going to want to build town watches in all our settlements.
My lord, enemy troops are marching through our lands.
Oh, good. Oh, the Cumans are heading straight for Voronezh.
Let us restock and rest.
Well, that fills me with happiness. We're going to send our troops here towards Chernigov. Now, my hope is that we can reach Chernigov and resupply with food and more men quick enough that we can take this guy on. And I think we'll be able to do that. This actually makes me very happy. I'm ecstatic that the enemy wants to fight in the field, because like I've said, it's going to take us beating him in the field for him to give us a peace. Now, I thought about Muscovy, but actually upon going there, I want that royal wedding. In the future, we're going to fight wars for royal weddings. I wouldn't say all the time, but a good amount of the time. It is very beneficial to have your heir married right when they come into power. It gives them the maximum amount of time to produce an heir, and you need to produce heirs.
Time to move.
Otherwise, you know, as I've stated in the past, your country will fall apart on you. From looking at this, I don't think Toll is going to give us any time here. So we're just immediately going to engage him. I'm going to send Sartok in first, because his army has more morale, and then we're going to have Burke come in second. Now this battle, we're pretty much winning on our own with already just Sartok, but bringing in Burke, yeah, that immediately pushes their morale straight down. Okay, time to take that point in kingdom power, and we're going to start going through our places here. Town watches are 300. That's fairly cheap, and we're just going to want to build one of them in every single one of our provinces that doesn't have one.
Our armies have won yet another.
Now, there we go. Volgograd is another one of them.
For valor, attack.
Okay, we won a victory, but that's basically just killing a unit or two and bloodying his nose. We're going to want to do a little more damage than that. Now, one thing that is very encouraging for me when it comes to economy is that our vassal tribute went down a decent amount with Muscovy going out, but it's still there. We have to be prepared very soon to lose that income. Now, kingdom power helps a fair bit, you know. The thing we're getting the most money from right now is the fact that we have that much kingdom power.
Who is your master? Moving up.
Okay, we're going to want these points in healer.
Back to the castle.
And we're going to want to move here to Chernigov to resupply. Now, I'm going to ask the Cumans again. For this royal wedding, will you leave this war? Yes, they will. We are now at peace. In peacetime, while unusual for me, peacetime can be good time.
Let us restock and rest.
I'm going to move here, Burke to Saratov, and I'm going to move Sartak to Voronezh. If Ryazan attacks us, which they've basically told us they're going to do, they're going to hit us from around this area. It's going to be a good area to respond from. Now you can see Batu is married to Delila of the Cumans when he comes into power, which could very well be very soon here. He will already be married, hopefully produce us some heirs really quick.
My liege, we have built a new building, sire.
Oh, good. That's right, Volgograd. Voronezh has one. Okay, all of our provinces have one now. That makes me very happy. Now we're going to want to go through here and finish off these starting buildings. We already have a sword master smithy here. Oh, that's... I hope that's a building they started with. If the Cumans were hoarding all that money trying to build that, then they truly are dumb. Okay, we're going to build an inn in Chernigov here. Yeah, we just want to finish off basic buildings. We want the screens to be blank, except maybe for trade goods if we're not going to be building all the trade goods in a place. Yeah, Lugansk here is definitely going to be a military center. They can't really build much. And we don't want to be building anything too expensive right now. Just filling out these basic buildings. I am going to build any of these that give you money. I'm building all the time. Hunters' huts and silver mines or salt. No, not salt mines, but silver mines and hunters' huts that give you gold in town. Even if they cost a lot. Like the silver mine here is 3,000. We need to get that silver mine. Now, I've realized something has happened, and I'm right. Ryazan declared war. I do not know how I did not notice that. I noticed it actually because our income went down, and it's the only reason. But hey, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. We have an endless supply of manpower. We're larger than Ryazan. And I'm not worried about fighting them. Now, I'm going to group my armies together in Voronezh, and at the moment... I'm going to move you here. I'm going to move you here. I want sight. I want to see where Ryazan's armies are. We are the only ones he's at war with, and he is the only one that we're at war with. Now, some people hate us. Bulgaria, the Cumans, Nicaea, and Trebizond all very much dislike us.
Sire, we have spotted enemy troops.
A lot of people dislike us, actually.
Yes.
Okay, good. There is an army of Ryazan. Knyaz Domagir. Now, oh man, his morale is so low. That's not even funny. This is going to be a very easy victory. Crushing this army right off the bat is going to be enormously helpful for us, and as well, hopefully we can capture and hold him. In the early game, you can very easily cripple certain nations by holding their marshals hostage. You can see he does not have enough money to hire a new marshal. So especially if this is a family member, it makes it even more difficult. Yeah, we can win this decisively on our own. Like, look at that. His army melted, and we take him. For whatever reason, Ryazan really does... their armies have no morale. Now then, we're going to want to move into Ryazan here first. Now, my hope in this war, as the enemy will seek to defend his own territory rather than attack ours if we're invading him. Him heading for our territory may present a problem or two. For the moment, see this territory here has 3 monasteries. We're going to raid all of these monasteries out before taking the settlement. We're still in a mode where we need to be making money, so we still want to be doing everything we can to do so. Okay, Lugansk is done. Pereslavl, get me the tax collector. Saratov is done. Volgograd, give me a tax collector. We want to be spending our money as quickly as it's coming in, getting these buildings going all the time. Now, I could save up for another point in Kingdom Power. I think I may do that, actually. At this point, now that I have a lot of buildings building here, I think I'm going to save up for the next point in Kingdom Power. Our other vassal up here, Kazan, I don't actually see really rebelling against us, although he might. Are you at war with anyone? No. He may rebel against us. And if that happens, I don't really necessarily know what I'll do. Like, I'm not going to want to revassalize him, but... eh. Oh, that's not from the tax collector, is it? You see, our town tributes has moved up to 18. That's actually getting better. Our trade routes, by far, though, are producing the most amount of money. And there is a very good reason where I always turn family members into free merchants. It's to make a ton of money as quick as you can. Cuman's offer a ransom. Good. I was hoping they would do that soon. I'm definitely saving up for this point of Kingdom Power now. The Teutonic Order has declared war on Kazan. Oh, good. The Teutonics will take care of that problem for me. I very soon see us in a war against the Teutonic Order. I don't want to be, but I see that happening very quickly here.
Political view.
No, eventually, I hope to get to a point where I have enough money where I can buy people off in terms of their opinion of us. That could take a while, but...
Political view.
Okay, Georgia, I'm starting to get mad. You seem to be doing fine so far. You're at war with both of these powers. Both of who were at war with the other. What? After Trebizond kicked the snot out of the Seljuks, he allied him? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, well. Now, there is a substantial chance that we have Ryazan's only marshal sitting in our dungeon right now. If that is what's truly happened, oh, I am very excited and very happy. Now, I'm actually very happy right now. The Teutonic Order took care... Okay, good. This is Muscovy themselves. Took care of one of our vassals. He's about to take care of our other vassal. I think. You're at war with Kazan and the Principality of Muscovy, but... the Teutonic Order is fun. I may do a playthrough as them at some point. The Teutonic Order have the Teutonic Knight, which is the best infantry in the game. Very slow moving, very expensive, but very good. Yes.
Your gold.
23 from Town Tribute. Very good. The Papacy wants a trade agreement. I'll take it. We are pagans, therefore not Catholics, so they can declare crusades against us. So we are going to want to keep them, if possible, on our good side. Now we have our income back up to 66 right now. A lot of that is on trade and increases in Town Tribute. We're about to bump it up. I was going to say even more. But apparently, yeah, as you build up your nation, the amount that your kingdom power costs you goes up as well. It's a little annoying at times, but there we go. Now we're making 73. It's a good amount. Now, one thing that is... Oh, wow. Batu has even less points in economy than Temujin. With our leaders, I'm going to favor economy and warfare. The ability to fight really quick, devastating wars, and the ability to make money, I think, is more important than anything. Diplomacy is nice, but what's the point? Like, oh, we're super diplomatic. well, it's even easier to do things if you can simply jump in, kick them in the nose, and run out.
What is your command?
But on waiting for this raid to be done, I think that's been long enough for this episode. This is Azanar signing off. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.